so many of our people, we wanted to give them a spot to come and do that and get poured into and get loved on.
Love it.
Yeah.
When it comes to farming, we're smooth salesmen. Whether it's tractors and mowing, or ranching or hoeing, we're here to get the farm hauling started. Do that music over, mister? You ready? Go!
Is there anything fun and engaging that you love to do with your team?
Drink a lot of nature red.
But not a whole bottle like they did today.
Some people can take a whole bottle at once, but I really, when I do get my team together, and now that people are getting back together and stuff, I'm being generous with the nature red and being generous with the oils. And I think a lot of it is coming back to basics of slathering ourselves and our first love. So we're talking a lot about our first love oils. What oils really changed your heart, mind, or body when you first started. Get back to using it every day, every time you pass it. Put it on the counter, use it every time you pass it to reconnect with that first love. Because a lot of that fun we want to reconnect is connected to the physical state we were in back then. And so it's reconnecting to that physical state of first love and of course a lot of good stuff.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for inspiring so many.
Hey, Juliette with the Ninja Oiler, and we are here with Vanessa, and she just gave an amazing presentation and testimony. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So day to day, what do you do that is really impactful to keep the momentum and keep going and keep that positivity that you showed us?
Gratitude. I have to reflect on these things, like I kind of shared this earlier, but that's so you can get bogged down with anything. I homeschool for kids. That's a lot in itself. But just keeping like the perspective of why I'm doing what I'm doing, perspective of why I'm homeschooling my kids right now, why I'm, sharing oils with people, and that's kind of, I actually use gratitude oil every single day.
So the actual oil.
And because the oil locks in the cognitive part, because you read the label, so your mind thinks gratitude. I'm putting this on. I'm gonna have gratitude. Like I'm gonna make sure that I'm grateful for what I have today.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. And I loved your when you talked about intersections and also about how you couldn't even have imagined 9 years ago where your feet would go and the people you would interact with. So thank you for sharing your story and the bravery and the courage. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Robin, the Oily Whiz here with and we are at day 2 of our convention, and Dana, how's it going?
It's going awesome. I love it.
So Dana was just sharing with us one of the things that stands out for her for Young Living. Would you like to share with us?
Well, sometimes when you go to these companies, they tell you about all the wonderful things and the perks, but they never tell you the struggle that it took to get to that. So you got to think about those things when you're, saying, no, I don't want to do it for the money. You got to think about the people and dive into your people. They're the ones that are going to help you get where you need to be.
That's awesome. How long have you been oiling?
6 years.
Wow. I also love hearing the stories about Gary's perseverance. Have you seen him speak about that too? Really gives a lot of respect to what we do, right?
Right, so much.
Okay, what's your favorite oil?
All of them.
All right, that's us wrapping it up. with Maggie. Hi, I'm Maggie Grayson, and she's a platinum, and she is help run the Ninja Red Bar. So Maggie, what has been the most popular shot?
The most popular shot has been Red Shot because it's currently out of stock. Oh, but it's got great oils like cinnamon and ocotea that you can still buy and do that at home. So
That's really cool. And what is your favorite oil?
oh my goodness. My favorite oil today is Kid Power. It smells like creamsicle. I just rub it through my hair and I'm going to stay even keeled all day.
Awesome! Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Robin, the Oily Whiz, here with
Susanna Armstrong.
and she spoke today and really was talking about the people and how important it is to the business. It's kind of about like the alpha mindset and see people as people. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so a lot of the times in this business we get really caught up on, wanting to be the top enroller and have all these enrollments and you get so excited. And let's go back to the core of this. You might just enroll one person. That person might feel so loved and so seen and so guided by you that can become your next timer. So I do want to invite you to get this concept of enrolling a relationship, a fruitful relationship, a transparent relationship, where you will be able to connect more on the success of the selling point to the success of the person, where you are able to communicate and meet the needs of them, and that will give you maybe a slower pace. But hey, let's think about this. So you do take 3 longer years, but your life looks like no life of other 50 years of work, right? So just think about it that way. We are not racing. And if you're racing, make sure you race on how much you can be present, how much you can know about them, how much you can connect with them. Because just if what happened to me can be a moment where you have been so present, then those people will action with you. And they will become your forever people because you were there for enrolling their relationship. A kid is a kid. People can buy it on Amazon. But the relation, girls, boys, that's really what's going to hold you true to yourself in this business. These ladies are awesome. Like, if you guys are under any of these 2 ladies, they didn't have to come and do this. It's lunchtime. They're probably tired. They flew from Florida, but they're taking this time for you. You don't need to remember my name or my face or anything, but the message. This is the message that you needed to hear today. So make it yours and embrace it. You will succeed.
Thank you. I have chills for that. What is it? This is Robin wrapping it up.
Robin, the Oily Whiz, here with,
I'm Jasper.
And I'm Skeeter.
and they started the Young Living Conference. So we wanted to ask them some questions. So how did you come up with the idea to be the entertainment to begin the jazziness of this convention?
Well, I can't speak a whole lot on the jazziness, but so this farm's been in our family for a long time, like 4 years. 3, 4 years.
Yes, 3, 4 years. 3, 4 years. Yes.
Right. Not 34, 3 or 4. But basically, you know, great, very great grandpappy. He left us a bit of an inheritance. We squandered it real fast. And so then we traded one of his tractors for this property about 3 years ago. And so when we came in here, it just, you know, me and Skeet, we just thought to ourselves, hey man, this place is pretty. It's real pretty. We should fix it up and have people just kind of come in and hang out. And, you know, there's some folks that reached out to us and they're just like, hey, can we, you know, use your place and do some oil stuff? And we're like, hey, you know, we like nature. We got a farm. You know, so we're like, sure. And they wanted entertainment and we just said, sure. Do you got any,
we just wanted to come alongside Young Living's kind of everything they're about. We think nature's real neat. That's why we call it nature. And they, you know, we're all about natural living, and that's why we don't shower much at all. And,
the pond.
Right.
It's a little musty out there, but it cleans off enough of the grime that you can be around other people.
Which we actually learned this weekend. There's some stuff Young Living has, some new products that should help with that.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Did you come up with the song?
Which one?
The one about the farm and the Sherman?
Oh, that's all. I got to give that to Jasper.
So
Jasper?
and late at night, I was just thinking about our childhood, and all I thought to myself was, I'm Jasper, and
It just kind of naturally next was for me to say I'm Skeeter.
Yeah. And together we know every tree from pine to cedar. Whether it comes to farming, we're just
as smooth as Charmin.
Right.
Best out there.
And so then it was like tractors and mowing,
ranching, or just hoeing.
Right. And then we just thought to ourselves, man, we can get the farming party going. We just let it.
Gets us excited.
It does. It does something.
Well, we really
going.
thank you. You guys were awesome. We really appreciate the laughs.
It was our pleasure. And we had so much fun.
Oh, it's fun getting to see people laugh and smile and get messy and just kind of get worm spit all over. That was most of our childhood.
Yeah.
Right there.
The worm spit?
Yeah, that's, all that stuff was
I
just...
enjoyed the worm spit yesterday. I got some worm spit on me.
It was good. We had some big old fat night crawlers we pulled out of there right from the pond, and, we were very generous because we were going to use those as a fish later.
Yeah.
We can pull some big old bass.
Next
Did you
week,
practice the worm spitting?
I did not. That's why I ate mine, because I didn't quite understand the game.
Correct. There was
but
miscommunication.
next week, we're trying to secure a meeting with Mary to, we're going to pitch our new oil called Worm Spit. Is what it is. We don't know if it helps at all, but we're going to see what happens.
This will be a test case for you because the worm spit came on.
Okay, let us know if you've felt anything.
Fish love it.
Right.
And if fish love it, people probably... Maybe like it.
People like to
oils.
eat
Fish oils.
Right.
Yeah, worm spit.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's an untapped market for sure.
Untapped. All right, more.
That's trademark copyright.
Right.
Jasper Skeeter.
All right, this is Robin, the Oily Whiz, wrapping it up. I am the Oily Whiz here outside at our convention, and I'm here with
Frank Stegner.
And he is integral. He is all things tech at this amazing convention. And tell us about what you did today and yesterday.
Well, today's convention is it's a 2-day event where we have video, audio, video clips, songs, games, music, the whole 9 yards, where we try to pour into everybody that comes and just bring that energy, So what I do is I facilitate all that. I do screens, I do speakers, I do microphones, I gather PowerPoints, graphics, videos from off the internet. I cut, paste, do all the editing, put it all together so I can present a product where you guys can enjoy and try to gather the energy that is trying to be conveyed to you guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So. Believe it or not, this is probably one of the most important things that's involved behind the scenes. Is doing all the work and getting everything together, because once it's all together and then our keynote speakers are up there, they want to present a message, and media is a big part of what we do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So you weren't voluntold. You wanted to do this.
Oh yeah. My wife and I we've always worked with the Haggertons and with the Gilchrist, Scott and Tricia Gilchrist, and we do these things. Before COVID, we would do a monthly gathering at one of our houses, and we would rent a facility where we have our whole team that wants to come, and we do these skits. So that's how these skits were born. So Scott and Brandon would write these skits, and they would make up these games. And so they would ask me to facilitate these, how do we make this work for a large number of people? So that's where I come in. But Vanessa and Tricia, they bring everybody together, and then us husbands, we come in and we try to bring fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you did, and you've totally blessed us
these
past 2 days with amazing entertainment and
Awesome.
inspiration, and especially after COVID. Like, this is our first social, mine and Julie's first big interaction.
Yeah, after 16 months of being told to stay home.
Right. I mean, nobody's been wanting to do in-person events really, so it's been amazing.
Right, exactly. So I'm glad to be here. It's fun.
Well, we thank you so much. And so before we hang up here, you said you were a husband to a speaker.
Yep.
But tell us what your favorite Young Living product is.
I would say Nature Red, and close second would be Shootran.
Oh, okay.
So I love Shootran. I Believe too as well. Believe is a big product for me. So it's really a tight 3-way race.
I know, it's always hard to pick.
It's always hard to pick from, what's your favorite, but Ningxia Red's good for me because it works well for me because a lot of health things, that it's part of my daily regimen. So what I do is I take my vitamins with my Ningxia Red every morning and evening. So in the last 3 years, I have seen a major change just in my overall health, as well as like mood and everything else. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, Ningxia Red, Shutran, all the shaving stuff. It's really good stuff.
Use the oil and the products?
The oil and the shaving cream, aftershave. I love that stuff. It's wonderful. And the shampoo, the 3-in-1 is amazing. And then Believe.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love Believe.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, that's Robin wrapping it up. Hi, this is Robin the Oily Whiz coming to you at the Nest at the Barn. I can't get that name straight.
Ruth Farms.
Ruth Farms.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's your
We
name?
are in a barn. I'm Brandon Wells.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
Can you tell us your favorite Young Living product?
I would say my favorite oil is Stress Away. That's the one that I not only love the smell, but I love what it's about. And when we're moving, we're moving right now, so I've been using it nonstop. That's one of my favorites.
That's awesome to know.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right, this is Robin wrapping it up. Back.
We're back.
Go ahead.
We're here together.
Yeah.
I'm Scott Gilchrist.
Brandon Wells.
Robin. Go ahead and
Oh,
just
tell the story. You
Yeah.
gotta set me up, Robin.
That's a question.
You gotta have coordination.
Okay. They were telling us a great story. They are neighbors, and so we wanted to put the camera on so we could hear them.
I think it was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It was definitely a Tom Brady Super Bowl.
Yes.
But that was hard. There's only like 15 of them. It was in the past decade, I think.
Yes.
And so basically, Brandon, he has this big smoker, and he was super pumped because we were coming over, a bunch of other friends, and he had been smoking ribs all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And we get there, and you gotta like spritz him and all that kind of stuff, keep it dry.
Yeah.
And so
I was really excited because I had made, I'd done like apple cider vinegar, I had done apple juice, and I put Ningxia in my spray bottle. I was going to do this like Young Living smoked ribs thing. I was so excited to spritz them with that. And I walked outside, I spritzed my ribs, they're looking so good, I'm so excited. I go inside, and then I see my spray bottle sitting there that I've made with my Ningxia and everything in it. And so then I look at my hand and I realized I had grabbed my bottle of Thieves Cleaner. So and I've sprayed all the ribs we have. I'm not going to get more at this point. We're behind schedule already. And so I was like, well, Young Living's supposed to be all natural. We're about to find out today. So I told everybody when they showed up, and everybody trusted Young Living a lot and their products, and we all ate them. And Scott, you tell me how they were.
good. Best ribs I had in a long time.
Yeah.
That is so great and a good testament to the product.
Oh, phenomenal.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, that's a great story. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you ever make some with your other spray?
Well, I finished them off with the correct spray. And I did the Thieves, so I didn't make that mistake again.
Awesome. This is Robin wrapping it up. Hi, this is Robin the Oily Whiz coming to you in the barn, the Nest in the Barn. Is that the name of it?
I think it's the Nest at Ruth Farms, is your real name.
Okay, the Nest in Ruth Farms. So what's your name?
I'm Scott Gilchrist.
And what is your favorite Young Living product?
I love cypress oil. It's the whole grounding thing's pretty big to me. So we're lucky enough to have a good sized yard, about an acre where we live, and walking around outside barefoot is just kind of something that we like really do at our house. Just grounding's a big deal, and cypress is just kind of one of those ones that I can take with me. It's just kind of an all-purpose use all the time.
That's awesome. So do you put it on your feet when you go do the grounding?
I don't. I don't typically use it when I'm on the grass. I'll use it when I'm not on the grass. I don't have any cypress trees or cypress, so I guess that doesn't work. But those two answers kind of mixed together.
That's cool. No, cypress is awesome. Yeah.
I enjoy that one. Just straight up old cypress.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, this is Robin the Oily Whiz with Cindy Haggerton. And we are here because of her and her husband, Dr. Jim Bob. And so we wanted to ask you, what inspired you
to do this event? Well, actually, kind of funny story. The lady who helps us with the planning just told us when we did our final walkthrough before the event, she was like, I'm really impressed that you guys are like basically throwing a wedding overnight. And I was like, that wasn't exactly the plan, because the original plan was to do nothing for convention but watch it through a screen. However, a few weeks ago, we had gone on a big team retreat, thanks to Jamal pushing me to do that. Because I don't know about you, but I came out of 2020 like kind of needing some motivation to get back to life. And it was so refreshing at that retreat to be around people again that we all came home off of planning this big event. We're like, we need another one because we need more people. And so that was how this was born overnight. But I didn't plan a wedding overnight. I had a huge team behind me pulling us off.
We are so thankful because we came here from Florida and this really was inspiring and motivating. So we really appreciate it.
Well, I'm humbled that people would travel like that.
It's so great.
So the Justice Reform is an organization that seeks to bring justice from city to city. And the way that we're really passionate about and the project that we're partnering with them on is they're working on building their first home for residents who are victims out of human trafficking. And so when they get rescued, they come into that, and it's a 1 to 3 year program. And once this first house is built, it will equate for more than 20% of the beds in the whole United States. And so many people want to do things for trafficking and to stop that injustice and to help these victims, but they're really not, bringing true solutions like this. So we're really excited.
It's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. All right, this is Robin, wrapping it up.
It's Robin, the Oily Whiz, here with Trisha Gilchrist, and she was one of the people who helped coordinate this awesome event. Thank you so much. So can you tell us how you got involved with Young Living? Okay, so I got started with Young Living in like 2013. Cindy Haggerton got me oils. I remember why. Because we did the Stroller Shreds fitness thing together, and I was like, Cindy, I really want to do stroller strides still, but I don't have any money. Can I like clean your toilets or watch your kids for you so I can keep affording this $50 a month? And she was like, actually, I have a better idea. Let's get you started with this whole Young Living thing that I'm trying to do. And I was like, whatever, because Cindy's awesome. And I was like, I'll follow you anywhere. So we started doing oils. I remember one night so I had them, but I wasn't really using them. And I was like, hey, I don't really know about this stuff, but my baby's throwing up, and what do I do? And she was like, do you remember those oils? Look for that bottle of Digize and put that on. And I was like, okay. So put the Digize on, and like the baby stopped like throwing up. She was like 4 months old. Stopped throwing up immediately. Like maybe not immediately, but like didn't throw up again after that. It was incredible. And I was like, well, that's a fluke. Like, no way. Yeah. So then, like, I don't know, a month or so later, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I thought my appendix had burst because I had a friend who had a baby, and then that happened too. And I was like, for sure, my appendix has burst. And Cindy's a midwife and a chiropractor, and we didn't have insurance. And so in the middle of the night, Scott called Cindy and was like, hey, you're the closest thing we know to, like, a medical doctor. What do we do? And she was like, well, try the Digize again. If that doesn't work, go to the hospital. But, like, if she's in actual pain. But he put the Digize on me, and, like, I fell asleep and slept through the whole night. And I'm not saying it, like, healed a burst appendix. It was probably, like, bad gas. But still, like, that's when I became, like, a believer. And then I started, like, telling people about the oils.
That is an awesome story. Thank you so much. And this is Robin, wrapping it